Don't forget your desires, the path to living your dream. Every person who enters this world is born with a set of desires and aspirations, which are an integral part of their being. These desires might seem small, such as wanting to visit a new place, read a book that has been on the shelf for a long time, or paint a picture that reflects one's true self, but they hold immense value in shaping who we are. On a larger scale, these dreams might involve becoming an artist, a writer, or even a world traveler. Whatever their magnitude, these dreams represent the essence of who we are and who we aspire to be. They are the motivations that ignite passion, hope, and excitement within us. They are the deep-rooted desires that connect us to our true nature, and they form the foundation for living a fulfilled and meaningful life. However, as time passes, the demands and responsibilities of life can slowly obscure our dreams and desires. The pressures of work, family, and societal expectations create a whirlwind in which we lose track of who we really are. We stop asking ourselves what we truly want and begin to focus more on what is expected of us by others. In Buddhism, this process is often referred to as attachment to societal standards, the approval of others, and material success. While attachment to these external things may seem harmless at first, it slowly drains our vitality, leaving us empty and disconnected from our true purpose. The importance of remembering your desires. At the core of Buddhist philosophy is the idea that life is a journey of self-discovery. Each individual has a unique purpose, and the dreams and desires that reside within us are connected to this purpose. When we lose sight of these dreams, we begin to feel disconnected from the world around us. We experience an inner restlessness, as if something is missing. Desire in Buddhist teachings is not inherently bad. The problem arises when we attach ourselves to desires that are driven by ego, external validation, or the desire to conform to society's standards. When we forget our true desires, we begin to suffer because we are no longer aligned with our authentic selves. For instance, think of a person who once dreamed of traveling the world, but over the years, they prioritized other people's expectations instead. Perhaps they took a stable job, bought a house, and started a family, but deep down, they still felt the calling to explore, to learn, and to experience the world in new ways. This unresolved longing can manifest as a subtle, persistent feeling of dissatisfaction. In Buddhist philosophy, suffering is not just the result of external circumstances, but the result of failing to live in accordance with our true desires. To reconnect with our true selves, we need to return to the small desires we have pushed aside. These desires, whether they are related to creativity, exploration, or personal growth, are like breadcrumbs that lead us back to our core. By following them, we are reminded of the joy and fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with our authentic selves. Even the smallest dreams matter. Often, we overlook the small desires in favor of the big ones. Society teaches us to aim high and achieve great success, but in doing so, we may neglect the simple, everyday dreams that can bring true fulfillment. The Buddha emphasized the importance of mindfulness, being present and fully engaged with the moment. Small desires, such as exploring a new place, reading a book, or trying a new hobby, are all part of this mindfulness. These seemingly simple activities are an expression of our desire to learn, to grow, and to experience life in its fullest sense. Consider the small dream of reading a book you've never read before. When you make time for this, you open yourself to new ideas and perspectives. The act of reading a book, especially one that expands your thinking, is an act of self-discovery. It nourishes the mind and helps you connect with your own curiosity and creativity. Similarly, if you've always wanted to paint but never found the time, Picking up a paintbrush and creating your first artwork can be an expression of your inner world. These small, creative acts are opportunities to reconnect with the passions that may have been buried under the weight of responsibilities. From a Buddhist perspective, every moment is an opportunity for awakening. Whether you are painting, traveling, or reading, these activities can be seen as moments of mindfulness where you are fully present with yourself. By acting on your desires, no matter how small, they become vehicles for personal growth and self-realization. Buddhism teaches us to embrace life as it is, without judgment or attachment, and to recognize that every experience, no matter how small, is a step towards enlightenment. The power of writing down your dreams. One of the first steps toward manifesting your dreams is to write them down. Writing is not just a form of expression, it is an act of commitment. In Buddhism, there is a strong emphasis on the power of intention. Right intention is a key part of the Noble Eightfold Path, which encourages us to act with mindfulness, compassion, and a clear understanding of our true desires. When we write down our dreams, we make them real. We bring them from the realm of the abstract into the physical world. For example, if your dream is to travel the world, the first step is to write it down. Don't just think about it. Write it down in a notebook, on a piece of paper, or even in a journal. The very act of writing down your dream makes it tangible, and it sets the process of manifestation in motion. In Buddhist philosophy, the practice of setting intentions is seen as an essential part of the spiritual journey. Our intentions shape our actions, and our actions, in turn, shape our reality. Once you have written your dreams down, the next step is to take action. According to the Buddha, it is not enough to simply wish for something to happen. We must put in the effort. Right action is another principle of the Eightfold Path that teaches us to act in ways that align with our values and intentions. It's about taking deliberate steps toward our dreams, even if they seem small or insignificant at first. The key is to keep moving forward, step by step, even when progress feels slow. The universe will align with your purpose. In Buddhism, there is a belief in the interconnectedness of all things. Everything in the universe is interdependent, and this includes our desires and intentions. When we set our intentions and take action toward our dreams, the universe responds. This is not some mystical or magical process. It is simply the law of karma at work. Karma refers to the idea that our actions, whether good or bad, create ripples in the world around us. By acting in alignment with our true desires, we create positive karma that attracts opportunities, people, and resources to help us fulfill our goals. For example, if you've always dreamed of traveling the world, writing it down and making plans is the first step. You may find that opportunities to travel begin to present themselves in unexpected ways. Perhaps a friend offers you a chance to join them on a trip, or you find an affordable flight to a destination you've always wanted to visit. These opportunities arise not by chance, but because your actions and intentions have set the stage for them. This is the power of intention. The more clearly we define our desires, the more the universe aligns with them. It's not about forcing things to happen, but about trusting the process and being open to the opportunities that arise. Buddhism teaches us that the universe will always support our path as long as we remain true to ourselves and act with kindness and clarity. Living the life you were meant to live. Ultimately, the purpose of following your dreams is not just about achieving specific goals. It's about living a life that is in harmony with your true nature. When we live authentically, we experience a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends external achievements. Buddhism teaches that true happiness is not found in material wealth or success, but in the cultivation of inner peace, mindfulness, and compassion. When we follow our dreams, whether small or large, we align ourselves with our purpose in life, and we experience true contentment. Think of your dreams as signposts along the path of your life. They are there to guide you, to show you who you are meant to be. By pursuing them, you are not just chasing after external achievements, but you are engaging in a process of self-realization. This is the true meaning of life, to discover who you really are, to live according to your own values, and to make a positive contribution to the world around you. So, don't forget your desires. Don't let your dreams fade away or be forgotten. Write them down, take action, and trust that the universe will support you. Your dreams are the key to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to realizing the life you were always meant to live. The tragedy of losing your authentic self. In Buddhism, there is a strong emphasis on living authentically and following one's true path. This is often referred to as right livelihood or right intentions in the Noble Eightfold Path. When we stop listening to our inner voice and follow the expectations of others, we stray from our authentic path and suffer as a result. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from attachment to societal norms, material possessions, and the approval of others. When we become attached to these external markers of success and validation, we forget what truly brings us peace and fulfillment. Consider the example of someone who always dreamed of becoming an artist, but instead chooses a career in business because it is deemed more prestigious or secure by society. Over time, they may accumulate wealth and success, but the unfulfilled longing to create, perhaps to paint, sculpt, or write, remains. This unaddressed desire leads to inner unrest and dissatisfaction. As the Buddha taught, this dissatisfaction is not caused by external circumstances, but by our own internal conflicts. The pursuit of a dream or desire that aligns with our true nature brings about a sense of inner peace and contentment. Small dreams, big impact. Not all desires need to be grand in order to be significant. Sometimes, small dreams can have the most profound impact on our lives. In Buddhist practice, there is a strong focus on mindfulness and appreciating the present moment. A desire to visit a new place or read a book may seem trivial, but these actions allow us to experience the world more fully. These seemingly simple desires help us reconnect with ourselves and our surroundings, fostering a sense of peace and gratitude. For instance, consider someone who has always wanted to visit the mountains or the beach, but due to life's obligations, they never made it a priority. One day, they decide to take the trip. In doing so, they allow themselves to experience the beauty of nature and reconnect with the present moment. This simple action, visiting a place they've always wanted to go, can bring a sense of calm and renewal. It's a reminder that even small dreams, when acted upon, can bring profound peace and joy. In Buddhism, there is a concept called samsara, which refers to the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, where people are caught in a perpetual loop of suffering due to their attachments and desires. However, the Buddha also spoke of nirvana, the liberation from this cycle. Nirvana is attained when we detach ourselves from our desires and attachments. But this does not mean abandoning all dreams. Rather, it means pursuing desires in a way that aligns with our true nature and brings us inner peace, rather than external validation. Writing down your dreams, the power of intention. In order to truly pursue our desires, it is important to acknowledge them and make them known. One of the first steps in pursuing any dream is to write it down. The act of writing is powerful. It solidifies our intentions and makes them tangible. In Buddhism, the concept of intention or citta is fundamental to achieving anything in life. A pure intention is one that is in harmony with our true nature, free from selfish desires or ego-driven motives. When we write down our dreams, we are not only acknowledging them, but we are also setting our intentions in motion. Writing down our dreams, whether they are big or small, is a way of bringing them into our consciousness. Once they are written down, they are no longer just fleeting thoughts or abstract ideas. They become concrete goals that we can begin to work toward. This act of writing is a form of mindfulness. It brings us back to the present moment, allowing us to focus on what we truly want to achieve. In the Buddhist tradition, the act of setting intentions is powerful because it shapes the course of our lives. According to the Buddha, everything begins with intention. If we have pure, positive intentions, we are more likely to experience success and happiness. If we have negative or selfish intentions, we will experience suffering. Therefore, setting the intention to pursue your dreams in a mindful and purposeful way will not only bring you closer to achieving them, but it will also bring you closer to a state of inner peace. The universe will align with your purpose. Once you have written down your dreams, the next step is to take action. The Buddha taught that actions, when aligned with right intention, are the key to living a fulfilling life. You do not need to have everything figured out all at once. Just like the Buddhist concept of right effort in the Eightfold Path, it's about consistent and mindful effort toward your goals. Every small action you take toward your dream, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is a step closer to realizing it. As you continue to take action and move forward with your dreams, the universe will begin to align with your intentions. This is a core principle in Buddhism, the idea that what we put out into the world comes back to us. This is known as the law of karma. By staying true to your dreams and working towards them, you will attract the resources, people, and opportunities that will help you realize your goals. This is not a magical or mystical phenomenon, but rather a reflection of the interconnectedness of all things. For example, if you have always dreamed of traveling the world, the first step may be to simply write it down, as discussed earlier. The next step might be to plan your first trip. As you begin to plan, you may meet people who offer you opportunities to travel. Perhaps someone you know will invite you on a trip, or you may come across a great deal on flights. These events may seem coincidental, but in Buddhist philosophy, they are the result of your intention aligning with the natural flow of the universe. Living your dream, the true meaning of life. Ultimately, the pursuit of dreams is not just about achieving specific goals. It is about living a life that is in harmony with your true self, a life that brings you peace, joy, and fulfillment. Buddhism teaches that happiness is not found in external circumstances or material wealth, but in the cultivation of inner peace and mindfulness. By living authentically, following your dreams, and staying true to yourself, you create the conditions for lasting happiness. In Buddhism, life is seen as a path of spiritual growth and self-realization. By pursuing your desires in a mindful and compassionate way, you are engaging in a process of self-discovery. Every step you take toward your dreams, no matter how small, helps you become more aligned with your true purpose. This is the true meaning of life, to live in a way that reflects your authentic self, your deepest desires, and your higher purpose. So, don't forget your desires. Don't forget your dreams. Don't let them fall asleep within you. They are the guiding lights of your journey, and they are the key to living a life of meaning and fulfillment. Write them down, set your intentions, take action, and trust that the universe will support you